a topic that's near and dear to our hearts.
Lasagna.
Okay.
Ribs.
Disney. Disney just had their quarterly results came out. They missed. They didn't make any money, but they were higher than expected in their what they said they were going to lose, kind of thing. When they predict they're going to lose money, they made more money than they thought.
That's not a good business model. It's predicting how much you're going to lose this year.
Well, they've gone all along and said that Disney Plus will not make any profit until 2024.
Is that when they're going to start releasing good content?
Well, that's kind of the problem, because now, for the first time in consecutive quarters, they've lost subscribers.
Okay, well, that was the thing, right? When they came out, everybody's saying, oh, Disney Plus is growing really, really fast. But it was also being, you sign up for this phone plan, you get a Disney Plus subscription. So It was kind of fake. It wasn't people who wanted it. They were just getting a phone kind of thing.
Right.
Or you're signing up for your TV subscription, and they offered you a 3-month free subscription as well.
So inflated numbers.
Yeah. But not only that, in the United States, they like here in Canada, we have Star.
Yeah.
And Star is like a whole bunch of series and TV shows and movies that from Fox and things like that. On Disney,
We don't get that.
they don't. That goes on Hulu. So
But isn't Disney Plus and Hulu together?
not yet. In fact, Bob Iger was the one who was fighting Bob Chapek and said he didn't want them two to merged.
So when you go on Disney Plus in the States, all you have is actual Disney shows?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What about Fox content?
I don't think so.
Like The Simpsons?
No, I don't think there's any Fox content at all. Because I don't remember seeing it when I sign on with my VPN.
Okay.
Like if I want to watch Star, I have to sign into Canada to see all those shows.
Wow, Canada's better at something?
Yeah. And it's, but now they've announced that they're going to put Hulu together with it, which they should have done to begin with. They're also announcing they're going to start opening it into the UK as well, into Europe. So they get a chance for more subscribers there.
Until they realize the dumpster fire trash that they're putting out.
Well, that's unfortunately, Disney has kind of focused on, they're focusing instead of mass market, like for everybody. So here's a movie or a television show that everyone's going to enjoy. They seem to be going after pockets of people. We're going to focus on young 5-year-olds on this program. We're going to focus on Native Americans for this program. We're going to focus on Asian market for this program. Instead of trying to say, hey, let's make a show that maybe everyone wants to watch.
Okay, so are we talking about Disney or Disney Plus?
Disney Plus a lot. The Disney parks have made a fortune. They're up.
Okay, I'm talking about Disney Media. Are we talking about overall?
We can talk about Disney Media overall as well.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is, let's take the failures of Lightyear and Strange World out of this.
And Star Wars.
And Star Wars. Okay, those were the most recent failures, okay?
Yeah.
But if you go back some years and say Cars.
Yeah.
Cars, there merchandise everywhere. Kids had the blankets and the pillowcases.
You can still find Cars stuff in the stores.
I liked Cars, I got great voice acting. Okay, but then you go along, even before the recent woke dumpster fire, and you have Raya and the Last Dragon.
Which should have been amazing.
It should have, but there was no soul or heart to it.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, the movie Soul. Let's make a movie for kids about death and jazz. That sounds like a promising. Then they have, direct, Encanto was pretty good. Mm-hmm. That wasn't bad. But then they had the one with the 2 kids who were mermen.
Sea monster things.
Sea monster one. And then they had the one with the brother that were going after their dead dad who only had legs. Right?
Yeah.
Like I can't even remember the name of the movie. That's how unmemorable it is. And that's not Disney. And now they're coming out with Elementals, which is supposed to be something along the line of the one there with the
emotions.
And all that. But there is no buzz about it. There was nothing in the previews that makes anyone really want to go see it.
Nobody's getting excited about anything that Disney's putting out.
And that's a problem.
And yet you have the Puss in Boots and the Mario from other studios that are just raking in the dollars.
Yeah.
Because kids want to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's an appetite for that content.
It's funny. It's exciting. It's not geared towards...
Anybody in particular.
one group or another. It's just fun.
And that's what Disney used to be good for. Like Lion King, not geared towards anybody in particular. Little Mermaid, not geared towards anybody in particular. Frozen.
Disney used to be the family content maker.
And they're in danger of losing that. And if they lose their family content in the movies and the shows, are they going to lose the family content in the parks next? Because we have Epic Studios opening at Universal in the next couple of years with all the Mario stuff that's going to go on. Yeah. And now that Mario has made $1 billion, don't think we're not going to see, Link movies and Pokemon movies.
No, they have the wrong people making the decisions. They have the wrong people in charge.
It's crazy.
Disney used to be, okay, everybody knows the cartoon Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Okay, fine. Then they went through an era where you had Cars and Frozen and Lion King
Beauty and the Beast and all that.
Those big cartoons.
Aladdin. Yeah.
Now, if you have a park that's based on popular culture, what are they basing this on?
I don't know.
Raya and the Last Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at what they're bringing into the parks right now. None of it is from their movies. It's all Marvel stuff, that's been around.
Because they have nothing.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Good to base anything.
Ratatouille. Tron-like cycle.
Maybe they used to have some really good properties based on animation because they were the kings of animation. But now they're doing all these live-action remakes.
Yes.
And because they're focused on a certain ESG score or whatever, people are backlashing, and they just keep on doubling down.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Bud Light thing. It's like, okay, we made a mistake, but you know what? They're probably going to double down on it, and they're probably going to lose their entire business. That's what Disney's doing every day. They're making something that they know is going to cause controversy. They're not putting any money on what used to make them good.
Mm-hmm. Well, perfect example, Star Wars. That property is worthless right now. It's even their flagship show on Disney Plus, The Mandalorian, was shot this year. The ratings are way down. Nobody's buying Baby Grogu anymore. No one's doing nothing. The movies were a dumpster fire, and they still have Kathleen Kennedy in charge.
Yeah, it boggles my mind. These huge corporations are making these decisions that they know, they have to know, because any regular stupid person knows that they're going to backfire and they're going to lose money. Yeah. And they keep going for it.
Yeah.
Well, a perfect example, one of the next series coming out for Star Wars is The Acolyte.
Oh.
And the Star Wars fans have already said,
it'll fail.
We don't want to watch this.
No.
And so it's going to do horrible. But they're making it, and they're spending millions and millions of dollars on this.
Because they think if we spend more money, then people will come and see it.
Or if we put out content that we want to put out, there's nothing else for other people to watch. Well, guess what? There is other content out there. There's the Marios of the world. There's the Maverick of the world in movies.
You know what, though? I find myself, instead of watching, at night, instead of watching a show anymore, I'll put YouTube on and I'll watch people at a table talking like we're doing.
About how bad Disney is.
Right? But I'll watch a visual podcast show. Or an interview show.
Entertainment has gotten so bad that now at night, my wife and I were watching all these different Korean shows. We're watching anime.
Yeah.
Because North America is not giving anything that we want to see.
Yeah. Well, here's a secret. For the last 3 weeks, I've been watching Disney Plus. What have I been watching? Family Guy. All the past seasons, and now I started watching American Dad. I'm not watching the Disney content. Mm-hmm. I'm not watching the new shows they're putting on. I saw, there's this new show come out, Crater, and it's space people looking down in this crater. I go, well, maybe that's interesting. And then I read the caption: 5 children run away from a space camp. Oh, okay, I'm not watching that. Like, it's horrible looking stuff that they're putting out, that they're spending all this money on. And it's, like I said, it's not for mass market. It's for individual pockets of people. And that's like saying, okay, Don, you were born in Nova Scotia, so I'm making this show only for people from Nova Scotia. And everybody else has to just like it or lump it. And it makes no sense.
Well, there used to be a time where when you saved enough money to go on vacation and you wanted to take your kids somewhere, number one destination is
Disney was the ultimate destination.
I will never, ever intentionally go to Disney. The only way I could fathom going to Disney, because it has no interest. I have no interest
As if Don pays for it.
Is if we go on a cruise and Don says, oh, by the way, our flight is tomorrow because today we're going to Disney.
Yeah, which he would do.
Yes, he would.
Okay, well, hey, I'm going to Disney tomorrow. So...
yeah, but why?
But
like, what's
you've been
the
there
draw?
20
okay,
times.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the parks are still fun.
Like, what? What in the parks is fun?
Smuggler's Run, the Avatar Flight of Passage, the Tron Light Cycle, Rock and Roller Coaster. I can name a billion things that are a lot of fun. You don't know, you've never done it.
Okay, what I do know is that I would be standing in line
For 2 hours.
for 2 hours with all these different people to do a 5-minute ride for thousands of dollars.
Well, the parks are up $2.7 billion worth of revenue this quarter. Some people are going
like,
to Disney.
I like Avatar. I like Avatar. I don't need a 5-minute ride of Avatar at Disneyland.
No one needs anything, but it is fun. I'm not going to
Food and water are good.
I have a love-hate relationship with Disney. I don't like their content. I don't like some of the decisions they've been making, and I don't like some of the people running the studios and stuff like that. But the parks and the hotels are some of the best in the world.
Like, once you've done it for your 6th time.
Yeah.
I was there...
Go to Six Flags.
I was there 6 years ago with my granddaughter. Okay. I only had one at the time.
Uh-huh.
I took Angelina for 2 days.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Those are the only time
I've been one other time, and that's when Sylvie was pregnant with Sabrina, which was 32 years ago.
No, and then you also took both of your kids there, too.
No, Steven's never been. Steven's never gone. Only Sabrina.
Yeah. But I bet that's soon.
Well, I want to bring them...
I don't know. It's just Disney. Disney, I don't know what to think of when I think of Disney.
Yeah.
Like, when I think about the park.
But let's be honest.
Like,
you don't want to go anywhere.
that's not true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm going to Metro right after this.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I don't know. I think Disney's in trouble with their television networks. Hulu, bringing Hulu on, should have been done a long time ago.
I thought they had done that. I thought that was a thing.
No, it wasn't. It's not. And going into Europe, finally, should have been done a long time ago. But what they got to do if they want to get subscribers is not only put them out there into different countries, make better shows. Stop spending so much money and just make better shows.
Well, okay, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Disney used to be Mickey Mouse. That's the symbol. What's the symbol of Disney now? What is Disney?
Nothing good right now.
Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah.
Nothing. They don't have
Like, if
an
you told
icon.
if you told a 6-year-old right now, Disney, they're not thinking Mickey Mouse.
No, they're thinking, what's Disney? Like, what is it? I know it's Disney Plus. Okay, fine. But what is Disney?
See, now at one point, just 10 years ago, if you would have asked somebody, a kid, Frozen, bam, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly they changed.
Yeah.
The last 10 years they've changed.
And to me, Disney was still Disney when Frozen was king.
That was probably the last real Disney movie that
Since
was
then,
released.
they're erased from culture for me. Like, I don't know what to envision when I think of Disney.
Because that's also when they went out and bought Star Wars and Marvel, and then they started concentrating on all that. Now, you cannot deny Marvel's been a huge success for them so far, until the last year or so.
Well, up until Endgame.
Yeah. Like, it's been colossal success.
Yeah.
However, it's turning around.
Well, since Endgame, now what do we do? And they've not done anything right.
The trouble is, I think Disney Plus, they should never have done it. They should have kept Netflix to be able to have, like, pay them to put it on Netflix, all their stuff, and they should have just concentrated on making the parks and the good content. And that's it.
So what's happening with this writer's strike? Is that still going?
Yeah.
I've not noticed.
That's because you don't watch TV. You watch YouTube.
Yeah, I guess.
And we write our own stuff.